Hello friends, this is Jam Band News and our weekly update. What are we going to talk about this week?
So I think we should do a weekend recap for our weekday update.
I like it.
We spent an entire weekend in Lake George at Charles W.
Woods Jr. Park.
We did, and we saw some incredible music. We met some really great people. We got to hang with our friends. We had some great food. I lost my voice a little bit.
We showed up 2:30. Annie in the Water kicked it off.
They did.
Our buddy Matt Blair sat in for the first song.
He did.
They played Sailing, they played Pleasures in the Sun. They have a new song out called Balloons, which they collaborated with a brewery, and the song is called Balloons, the beer is called Balloons.
And it was really, really fun. Those Annie and the Water fans, they are pretty diehard, and we just love when people find their band and find their feeling and really just dive in deep. And kudos to those Annie and the Water fans.
Hometown show for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giant Panda Guerrilla Dub Squad. They are on the Love In Tour right now, and they laid down the chill vibes, the kind that I'm gonna get Django to just, and they laid down the chill vibes for a set, and we loved them. They were great.
They were really great. I mean, one thing I do love is some bass and some drums, and they've got those down pat.
Yeah. Tauk.
Well, we learned a lot about Tauk this weekend.
Tauk.
Oh, duh.
They're from Long Island.
Yes,
they're from New York City.
They're my Strong Island boys.
The bassist thumps. The keys are incredible. The drummer's amazing.
Yeah.
They got a guitarist.
They were really high energy. They really brought a lot of people to the crowd. It was pretty warm on Saturday, not as hot as Sunday, but it was pretty warm, and they really brought a wonderful vibe, and people were really enjoying it very much. They really had high energy.
They said they just came from summer camp at 4 a.m.
Oh, right.
And that they were down in the dumps, and they were like, oh geez, a set at 85 degrees in the midday.
Yeah.
And I guess the Lake George crowd brought the energy up.
Crushed it.
We did, yeah, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Did we forget to mention Uncle Jesse's Space Cakes, medical mini muffins? We love them. They're about 75 milligrams each. They're freshly baked, multiple flavors. Get a hold of Uncle Jesse if you want the Space Cakes.
I would love to promote Lizzie Farley, also known as Weaving Wins. Lizzie makes amazing jewelry. Weaving Wins. So go out and check her stuff out. She makes beautiful earrings and necklaces, and it's all handmade, and she's just a kick-ass girl.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
What was after Tauk?
Well, the headliner, of course, was Twiddle.
Twiddle!
Twiddle brought up the keyboardist from Tauk.
Yep.
Remember that? That
Yep.
was really fun.
They opened it with White Light.
Oh, they
that
sure
night.
did. Oh my gosh, and the whole crowd sang. They stopped playing the verse.
Yeah.
Mickey stopped singing
And
the
let the
verse
crowd
and let
finish
the
it.
crowd finish the White Light, which was absolutely incredible and a great way to kick off their set.
Latin Tang.
2 sets, I should say.
Yep. They brought up Ulrich from Tauk on
Yeah.
Latin Tang. That was amazing. What else? Was it Dave's birthday? We wish
Dave,
Dave a happy
yes.
birthday.
Dave,
Thank you. He knows how to throw a party.
Yes, he does. Every Memorial Day, he loves to throw himself a birthday party with all the best. So we love Dave very much.
I want to give a quick best of. Let's see here. Hardest worker was Frankie Cavone.
Absolutely.
He wore a black shirt. His face was flush. I love this kid. He, from the minute we got there till the last person leaving, he knows how to take care of business.
He sure does.
Best drink was the iced lemonade that we saw and never got.
Oh, I had some at Justin's.
Thank
you. It was super. It had crushed. It was filled to the brim with crushed ice.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like ice that just melts and becomes meh.
It was lemonade ice.
It was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best booth, definitely Dr. Remedies. At 420 on the first night there, they had an nerd curd party, and my buddy Phil Marks brought 3 samples of different tweed, and Namir's booth, Dr. Remedies, wins best booth. Best food, I had my buddy Corey come up and bless me with one singular beignet that I was dreaming of and having.
He's everywhere.
And powdered sugar all over my face. But that was Saturday.
And tacos from the taco truck. Brendan.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We love their tacos.
Absolutely.
They were incredible.
I just want to say, to recap on Saturday, we stay at the Lakeview Inn, which is a hotel directly across the street from the entrance of the park. And we've stayed there for approximately...
Contact Connor for any of your needs.
Yeah, so for 4 years now, we have taken over. And it is a great hotel, not only because of its proximity,
Thank
but
you, Dennis.
the kindness, absolutely. So I was going to say, so our buddy Dennis Riley, he sets it up so that there is a huge area that they call the living room that is in the back of the hotel. And Saturday night, we were blessed with an after show from Ian Ferreira, who is fantastic. Last night he played Park City, by the way.
I saw that. He opened up for Jay Well.
He did.
That's cool.
So that was a really fun after party.
And that's how we crescendoed out day one.
Sunday, we found ourselves at Dog Beach. We were going to go swimming. It was 52 degrees in the water. So
ended up being a Husky convention.
Yes, actually.
Facebook group.
Literally. Our friend Blake went swimming though. So
in his underwear.
Yeah, absolutely.
They weren't tidy whities. Thank you.
No, they were not.
One time weekend.
Opened up Sunday.
Wow. And they know how to throw a party.
Those kids, man, they just throw down so hard.
Energetic.
They really
fun, full of smiles. They're interacting with the crowd.
You have some songs here?
Oh, yeah. Watch Me Grow.
No. Appropriate.
Yeah, we're watching them grow.
We are watching
Very
it.
fitting.
Oh, Fired Up. That's their new album.
And also fitting.
Yeah.
Scott Hannay joined in for 3 songs.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Right, because they don't have a keyboardist. They have 2 guitarists, a bassist, and a drummer.
Including the song Circles Around the Sun.
Yeah. That was really, really good. We love One Time Weekend. Next up, in the blazing heat,
Mihali and Friends.
Wow, and his friends were great.
Lowell from Lucid.
I didn't see a washboard, but he did.
He played the bongos.
Adrian came out and played a mandolin, then a bass.
Then the bongos.
Yeah.
Then keyboards while juggling 3 limes in his right hand and hacky sacking a tennis ball. Real deal. Mihali played a great show.
We got a glycerine melody, which is always really fun. A lot of people were struggling during that set because of the heat, but it looked like everybody made it out okay, so we're happy to see the hydration was met, so that's awesome. Mihali's set was great and played his usual set, but then also threw in a couple of covers. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. Next,
wow.
We met Jimmy Law over at Dr. Remedies stand at around 420, and the kid is just awesome. Jersey Shore, these guys are great.
Asbury
Park.
So, to be fair, we'd only seen Dogs in a Pile once before, and it's when they opened for Twiddle at the Capitol Theater.
I've seen them a couple times without her, but hey, what are we talking about?
Okay, well, the sound was a little off that night. There was some sound issue, and so I didn't feel it was a fair representation of how they play, and so getting a set in during Memorial Meltdown, I mean, holy cow.
Holy 2001.
Wow. no quarter cover. You know how hard that song is to play, and they covered it and they
I have
crushed
some
it.
video of that. You might see.
They played a Samson and Delilah for Dave's birthday, which was really good. And then they played their own songs. They have really amazing, really good original songs.
Yeah.
They made a fan out of me for sure.
Yeah.
I always assumed they were a Dead cover band because their name is Dogs in a Pile, but it's just it's supposed nod, but not a Dead cover band.
Jersey boys, they were doing great, man.
We love those Asbury Park boys, that's for sure. And then to round out the weekend, our second night ended with Twiddle.
Again. And they're on fire. And Mickey's smiling. And when his brother and his mother and his wife and his puppy and
kids,
all of his children in the show, never miss all those things I just said show.
Yeah, absolutely.
They kicked it off. Enter Orlando's.
B-Hop, Ganja Medley.
Every Soul.
They played a dirty Polluted Beauty that had this instrumental jam going on inside of it that I would bet money will become an actual song. It was that tight. It was
new.
I never heard of that. Yeah, it was really good.
Jimmy from Dogs in a Pile came out and did the whole
Break It Down.
And then Ryan's dad came out.
Oh, Stephen Dempsey, you absolutely stole the show.
Crushed it.
His saxophone, it was just beautiful, and it was melodic, and the smile on everyone's faces, especially for Ryan. That was the highlight of the weekend for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then they went into Too Many Puppies. Then they went into Doink and
No. So they played Too Many Puppies.
Thank you.
As the prelude to Doink, which is very
not normal.
No, not at all. That's like playing like a Fire into Scarlet. Like what? That was really good.
Jan Flaman, Frankenfoot, ended it with We Rip.
And
then
last week.
And I want to thank the crowd. I want to thank Dr. Remedies, Namir, and everybody who did the Love a Duck cleanup because we crushed it.
We did crush the Love a Duck cleanup, absolutely. Thank you, Phil and Mary, for bringing your own trash bag, by the way. I want to just give a special shout out to Dave and his crew because anytime there's a festival in Lake George, and whether it's Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, or any time in between, they put on such a great show. They have great facilities. They had cold water. They really had everything that you could possibly need. And the key to a good festival is re-entry.
Yeah.
You could go. You can reset. You can just sit under a tree outside of the venue, whatever it was, and
they do it right.
They really do it right.
Lake George, thank you.
Kudos to Lake George, to Dave and his team for throwing yet another
amazing party. We'll be there for the Adirondack Fest in September.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah. So that is our weekend recap. We hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to our next set of shows, and we will...
What are we going to see next?
I think we're going to see Cliffside Push with Wiley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. When is that?
I think that's next week.
All right.
Okay.
We're going.
But we'll be back next week with a weekday.
Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
I could eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away these blues like jam band news, 'cause nothing compares to jam band news. Nothing compares to jam band news.